And what is going on, everybody? Secret Agent Toasty here, and today we're playing some more Skate. Today we've got Season 2 available. I am a little late to the party, I do apologize, but I just wanted to check out what Season 2 has to offer. Now, I do want to be transparent with you. I'm not going to show you everything, because I don't know everything. I watched one Zek video and just kind of took notes on what's available in this season and kind of wrote it down on a piece of paper, and that's kind of what I'm showing you. So first off, this spot right here up at M Corp Tower, which I'll show you once this is done loading, because now the loading time takes forever. Alright, so let's take a look real quick. Obviously we have this little ramp, but we have those two over there, which after that second one, it just drops off and you just fall to the ground. You also have that over there. Can I point? I don't know how to do that, so I'm gonna go over there. Okay, I'm not gonna show you everything over there, but you see that tower over there? You've got something over there. You've got some stuff right here. You got some stuff over there on that roof. They all lead to nothing. Like that one over there. I mean, it's kind of like a half pipe. You can kind of go back and forth. That also leads to nothing, but you can kind of go back and forth. That doesn't have much on it, and that just kicks you off over somewhere over there. Somewhere over there, it's like red and blue. I think you can see it. But you have this over here at the top of M Corp that basically leads to nothing. You can do exactly what I was doing earlier and just ride down the side of the building, which is cool. I've always wanted to do that in the game, but it always kicks you off. You also have impossibles now. If you do your right stick in a circle, you can do an impossible. But see, look, watch. I'm on the second one. It leads to nothing. There's nothing over there. There's nothing to do. I mean, there's this over here, which I was trying to show you earlier. But it just kicks you off into nothing. Oh, I missed. Either way, you're not missing much on that one. So there's that. You have the impossibles, which I showed you. You just... your right stick, you just do it in a full circle, which is very inconvenient when you want to do literally anything else, unless you're like super precise with it. Then it's like, okay, whatever. Well, let's say you want to do like a pop shove it, you have to be like really precise, because if you go a little too far, it thinks you did the full circle, and then it does the impossible. Alright, so just to show you off something, let me put down a railroad, or you know what, let me do a grind down this real quick. Now instead of just having to press B to get out of a grind, come on, there we go. Okay. Now instead of pressing B to get out, can I please set up a grind? Come on. See, I told you I'm not the greatest at this game. Alright, one more time. You could just... maybe I don't have enough time to grind. Okay, either way, you use your left stick to so if you lean on your left stick, it just kicks you off the grind instead of having to press B or jump off of it or whatever. I was trying to show you that, but I showed how bad I am at this game. Let's go into the settings real quick. I'm not quite sure how to do this, but there's something in the settings. I think it's gameplay.
5 hours later.
Ah, here we go. Compass on HUD, so now we can just put that as hidden. And now the stupid compass at the top is gone. Obviously, I still have the missions up top, and the D-pad you can also get rid of down at the bottom left, which I actually should do. So now, it looks a lot cleaner. Obviously, I have the missions going on, which is kind of inconvenient and kind of makes it look ugly. But, you know, looks pretty nice. If you don't have those missions going on, obviously, you know, it looked completely clear. That's what I'm trying to get at. Alright, so let me go down this ramp one more time, and then we'll go ahead and look at the other stuff in the season. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get to that, so I'll see you when I get there. Alright, so I do apologize, one more thing, but the weird part about this new update is when you jump off. Maybe it's because my Wi-Fi is just doo-doo butt. But when you jump off and you land all the way over here, it doesn't load in time, and you just fall through the floor. And it doesn't act like regular water. You can't just... Oh, I guess it does load. Well, I'll be damned. Never mind. It wasn't loading earlier. I had to go back to checkpoint for it to let me out of the void. Alright, so here's the next thing I want to show you all. And that's this part got an update. Not necessarily an update, but... you know what? I don't remember this loop right here. But it got a new paint job. It looks pretty sick. It's supposed to be like an 80s themed season. Which, as far as I've seen, nothing's really 80s other than... Spoiler alert for the next thing I'm showing you, hopefully, is inside the church. But, I mean, I guess it's kind of 80s. I like how they made it look more worn. Because everything is... A lot of people were complaining that everything just looks too clean to be like a full skate city. So I'm glad that it looks worn out. Like you can see where different things are worn out and all that jazz. But yeah, I think it looks sick. There's really nothing new unless those loops are new. But now that I'm thinking about it, it might not be new. But it looks pretty sick. Has a problem loading when you have terrible Wi-Fi, such as myself, but... I mean, that's neither here nor there. I do like that little, like, 80s color look to this tunnel right here. But yeah, all it is just it got a new update. Instead of being, like, blue like it was, which it still kind of is, especially over here. Which I'm not sure why they left this all the same, but yeah, it's got a new paint job. Looks sick. Alright, let me show you the church, unless there's something else that's closer. Alright, so before I get to the church, I just wanted to show you guys real quick. This park that's usually reserved for like events and stuff like that, well, they really just kind of let that go. And they just did another Impervatech kind of skate park. So it's still pretty basic. There's nothing cool about it. I mean, they added this little bit over here off to the left, or I guess to the right. It's like a full-blown park. Just thought I'd toss that in since that's something that's new to the season. And oh, I didn't go into the water. Sick. But yeah, it's just a basic park, which they bullshit put together because the street lamps are through the floor. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, they didn't even bother. That's mildly annoying. You know, for a game that's supposed to be like their top priority right now, because it's still in early development, even though you can get like $100 fucking season pass. Even though it's in early development, it's like they don't even care. But anyways, I'll see you when I get to the actual church. Alright, so I got to the church. You know what I just realized? And I just had to check my settings to make sure it's correct. I haven't heard V say anything in a very long time. And she's enabled. I wonder if my game's just broken. But once this loads in, I'll actually like properly show you. It looks like it's like half loaded in. Unless that's just how it looks in here. I don't quite remember. It's been a long time since I've actually played this. But yeah, no, oh, there it is. There it goes. Okay. So yeah, they just put a bunch of neon and purple in here. And called it 80s. Now, I wasn't around for the 80s. I was born in 2002. Which doesn't seem old until you realize I'm 23. Still trying to make YouTube videos. Ain't that something? But anyways, yeah, they just called this 80s. Not quite sure why. I'm not quite sure why they chose the church of all places when you have 3 full-blown skate parks to focus on. Oop, I'm going to hell for that one. Just kidding. I am saved, baby. Gotta watch how I talk, especially with people watching my videos. But yeah, this is the church. All they did was just put neon everywhere. Didn't really change anything, if at all. I mean, they changed the stained glass, or did they just make that purple? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think they just made it purple. But yeah, kind of a lackluster update, really. Come on. Oh. Alright, let's get out of here before this game freaks out and dies on me. Now, what else do I got on the list? Give me 1 second. Alright, so there's a new rooftop pool that I'm going to show you. But first, I completely forgot about the hand plants. Also, there's a whole new area to this game that I completely forgot about. And I'll show you that near the end of the video. But look at this. Now you can do hand plants again. You can do multiple different ones, but I don't know the... What do you call it? I don't know the combinations for those, and this video is already going on long enough. So, you know, if you want to experiment with the hand plants, by all means, go ahead and do that on your own. The game is free, and even if you have doo-doo Wi-Fi, it still runs. It doesn't necessarily kick you out. It just runs like crap, as you can tell by the floor. So yeah, I got to get up all the way to the top of that building, and then I'll show you the new, basically just a rooftop pool that they added. Nothing too crazy. But it's actually a dope spot, especially since no one really goes for it. Now, if I remember how to get up there, that'd be nice. Alright, here we are. It's nothing too crazy. It's a swimming pool, so, you know, it is what it is. But I think it's a nifty touch. Kind of reminds me of the pools in the backyards of the houses in Skate 3. Those weren't necessarily the craziest spots ever, but that's usually where the craziest stuff went down in the games. In Skate 3. Those were the best spots to do skate, man. That stuff was sick. Just trying to tool around over here, because I did love these spots as a kid playing skate. God, this takes me back. I apologize for the constant, like, voice cracking. I've been real sick for the last couple weeks, as you can tell by the lack of uploads. So, but yeah, just a dope spot. Honestly speaking, one of my favorites. One of my favorite updates, or parts of the update, but I also haven't checked out the underground spot. Spoiler, spoiler. Sick. Alright, so the way you do different hand plants is you hold the right bumper, and then on Xbox, I don't know what it is on PlayStation, but you hold X, Y, B, and A. And it does different hand plants. I think that's sick. Alright. Well, I think I'm just about done here. See how long it'll hold while I cross things off the list. I think all I have left is the underground bridge. Or underground by the bridge. So, let's go ahead and get to that. Which, by the way, getting up to this spot is a pain in the ass. It really is. Trying to find a spot where you can properly get climbing on this building is... It's a mission. So, you know, you gotta be really dedicated to this spot. When we get up here, definitely set a session marker. But anyways, let me get back to the other spot, and I'll see you there. You know the bridge, obviously I'm showing you right now, where it's broken off and you can kind of see everything over on that side that you saw in the tutorial? Well, if you take yourself down to the other end of the bridge, which I'll speed up right here. Wait, motherfucker, you can push Mongo? Well, I didn't know that was available. But anyways, you come to the end of the bridge, And you've got all this opened up. This used to be closed. And people were like glitching through and being like, oh, why is there a street under here? What's going on over here? Well, this is what they were doing apparently. So I'm going to set a waypoint right there. Oh, that's not a bridge. Obviously, it takes a while to load in, the worse your internet is. So if you've got like the NASA internet, then by all means, this stuff will load in instantaneously. But it kind of reminds me of the drainage from Skate 3. The drain spot that I like to do. Kind of reminds me of that, but not really. It's especially up here, because this is my first time seeing it. I mean, I've seen it in the videos, but I'd never seen it like in person. So I guess up to right here, it starts going up, and that's kind of doo-doo. Yeah, there's really nothing over here. Nothing hinting at more stuff. Why is there... What? Wait, what's this? Well then! I didn't know that did that! Alright, that's cool. Yeah, okay, you can enter right here from the... What is it? The chum bucket, I think it was called? That's cool. Okay, so it does go all the way through. Oh, well. I guess you can't do a full line through that, but, you know. Let's go back to the waypoint real quick. So we're back at the front. Let's go ahead and try to do another line. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Instantly use shit. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. Alright, I'm not restarting. That was dumb. And you can go through this tube. Or maybe not. Oh, this tube is lame. Oh, that's lame as fuck. You know what? There is one more spot. Oh, there is one more spot that I forgot to mention. Wow! You know, for a spot that's okay. For a spot that's easily grindable, you made it like ever so slightly not grindable. That's dumb. You know what? I take it back. This spot is nothing like the tunnel from Skate 3, because at least that had like miles and miles of stuff, and it wasn't jam-packed and full of dumb shit. Because there's a difference between quality and quantity. There was less quantity in the tunnel in Skate 3, but it was way more quality. This is just a bunch of random shit thrown together. Yeah, this is just a bunch of random nonsense thrown together. I mean, if you get creative, you could probably make something work in here. But honestly speaking, you have to be way creative just to have fun with this game sometimes. Because like Skate 3, you could just jam wherever. This game is kind of the opposite. You can't just jam anywhere unless you're like super fucking creative. Not because, you know, you have to be creative to skate. Obviously you do. The problem is you have to be creative to have fun. Let's see. Can I hippie jump this? Nope. Ow. Alright. Let me show you the other thing I was going to. So, the skate park that I showed you earlier was this one. I forgot that they remodeled this one as well. This one's pretty fun. So, let's go ahead and get to that, and then I'll see you then. Aw, man, they lobotomized it. This was, like, way up in the sky. Either that or the other one was. But they completely lobotomized it. This sucks. Why do they keep doing that? Why do they keep changing things? Like, I understand, oh, yeah, well, it's to keep the things interesting, but you keep taking away the interesting shit. This was, like, super tall. It had, like, this really cool grindable rail. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucked because after about halfway it kicks you off, so you have to, like, continuously jump just to grind the entire thing, but well, they just lobotomized it. So I'm not losing my mind when because I saw it in a video too, so I wasn't the only one that experienced it. So I wasn't losing my mind. So I didn't get a video out for it because I was just ill. It was bad. So I didn't get a video of the 7-ply event, but the 7-ply event, there was a skate park that they had, and it was like super tall and super elaborate and everything like that. That people were saying it was blatantly AI generated and all that jazz, which I didn't really see it. I think it was just dumb design. Because AI generation would have really ruined everything. But either way, they got rid of it when I played it afterwards. I played the skate park. Ooh. I skated that park once, and then I came back the next day, and it was gone. And I felt insane, and I couldn't find any videos of it. There's probably one out there, and I didn't record it. But yeah, no, they keep lobotomizing the parks. That sucks. Oh well, whatever. I mean, that's kind of a disappointing end to this video. But it is what it is. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. Tell me down in the comment section why you like to dislike the video. Talk to me down in the comment section. I love hearing what you guys have to say. What do you guys want to... Well, what's your opinion on Skate? Because it's fun to play for a while, but it leaves a lot on the table for potential. And from the updates that we're getting now, while it's still in early access, it doesn't look like we're going to get what we want. It's rather annoying. It's all a lot of flat ground. There's no downhill. There's no, like, super creative spots. Like, in Skate 3, you had the Super Ultra Mega Park. You had that drainage right there by the observatory. You had the drainage right there by the quarry. You had the quarry. The quarry was, like, a super small spot, and yet... You know, it was fun. But this, it just seems haphazardly put together. This game. Like, they don't care. Which I'm gonna stand on it, that I don't think they care. I think this is just a money grab, because we've been complaining that we don't have a new game for the last 15 years. And they're like, alright, here's a new game that you guys are gonna spend money on, or your kids are gonna spend money on. And it is just garbage. It's fun to play, but after a while, it just gets repetitive, and you just kind of want to go back to Skate 3. I still have Skate 3, and I might do a video on that sometime soon, or at least another one. I used to do a bunch of Skate 3 videos because it's easy content, obviously. But there's just nothing going on. It's a big-ass nothing burger at this point. It's annoying, because I love the Skate series. 1, 2, I never really played them too in-depth, but I played them at a friend's house. And then when I got my own console, Skate 3 was not only out, but it's been out for a while, so... You know, I ended up getting that one. And I have way too much time in that game. From both my Xbox 360 and my Xbox One. So much time. I'm kind of curious as to what time I have on the Xbox One, because it's not even a close fraction to the time I have on the Xbox 360. I have a solid, like, 100, 200, 300 hours. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 400 hours, honestly. That game was, like, everything to me. I'd come home from school and go ahead and play that over and over and over again. That is not how physics works. But I'd play it over and over again. I'd do the same spots. I'd do the same stuff. It was a dope game, and this is just a bastardized version of it, really. It's like the red-headed stepchild. But not in a cool Annie kind of way. I don't know. Let me know your opinion, because I never said I hated the game. I'm just saying it leaves so much on the table for potential. It's like showing up to Thanksgiving, and instead of being like a whole home-cooked meal, it was just a bunch of, like, Big Macs on the table. Like, yeah, I like Big Macs. Not necessarily what I wanted, nor did I expect. But you know what? I'll shovel it down my throat. Who knows? That's kind of what this is. Like, yeah, this game leaves a lot to be expected, and it did nothing that we wanted for a fourth Skate game, which is probably why they don't call it Skate 4. I don't know if they're trying to rebrand or whatever, but it's not going well. Because supposedly it's still in early access, and I'm hearing nothing but complaints from everyone. But yeah, I like the physics, I like it, but it just leaves a lot on the table. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this video, especially since it's 1:30 and I got to be at work in less than 6 hours. So, I'm going to leave this video here. If there's something I missed in Season 2, by all means, let me know in the comment section. Maybe I'll make another video just showcasing the stuff that I missed. But I highly doubt I missed anything because this season added nothing. Nothing. It's that underground spot. It looks cool in the videos, but it's rather doo-doo. The ramp on the side of the M Court building. Not only is it very poorly designed, just like the other ones on the other rooftops, but it's like a cesspool for just random people doing stupid crap. Earlier, I was playing that spot just to test it out before the video, and someone just put a rail halfway down the building. Couldn't get to it to turn it off or deactivate it, whatever it's called, and yeah, it just ruined it. I had to quit the game and load into a different server, because you can't just load, or at least if you can, I don't know how to do it, but you can't just load into a different like server. You're like stuck in the one you started the game on. So I've had to turn off and turn on the game like a couple times just to get that spot for the beginning of the video, because there was just random ramps everywhere and random like railings down the building. Also, another thing, the sound keeps cutting out for some reason. Not quite sure what's up with that, but I keep having random sound cutouts sometimes. I don't think that's what that was. I think my TV's just super low, but you know, I keep getting that sometimes, especially if I have it paused for a little bit to use the restroom. It just, sound doesn't work until you restart the game. So, you know, EA, please fix that. But I know I've been trying to quit this video for a while, but I keep talking about the game. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. Tell me down in the comment section why you like to dislike the video. Talk to me down in the comment section. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear what your opinion is and what you want to see next. Do you want to see a Skate 3 video? I know it's outdated, but as far as I'm seeing, people are still playing that because this Skate game is just leaving too much on the table. I know I've said that a couple times, and I know it sounds like corporate jargon, but you know, it just leaves things to be expected. But yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified when I post videos. I usually post on Sundays and Thursdays, but you know, I do also have health problems, and that tends to affect my ability to record. So sometimes I do miss those days, and it happens. So I do apologize, but that's when you need the bell icon for. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. And remember, God loves you.